Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen patch notes, this time for PTU patch 3.1.0i that was released the 24th of March. All ships have now been unlocked that were meant to be in the 3.1 patch and from previous patches, so all ships are now in. So there are some known new issues. All players start with a service beacon rating of 0, so when you're requesting service beacons, make sure you set the requirement to any, otherwise you might not see anyone. Testing focus for this patch is ESP still, new ship weapons, AI pilot behavior, 3.1 ships and vehicles, and the service beacons. And they have re-implemented those service beacons. To create a service beacon, locate the create beacon button on the far right of the contract manager of your Moby-Glass, select beacon type, and then the subsequent options under that. So you've got personal transport or combat assistance. And with that, you'd have reputation requirements or destination, payment offered. Created beacons can be viewed under the personal tab under the beacons group. Created beacons can be cancelled at any time. Accepting a beacon. Beacons can be found under the beacons group of the general tab of the contract manager. Beacons will display beacon type, initiator's name, and payment offered. Once accepted, you can cancel or /withdraw from a contract at any time. Completed beacon missions will automatically move to the history tab. Transport beacons will automatically be completed based on the transport destination. Upon completion or cancellation, players can rate the other party from 1 to 5. Ratings defaults to 3 if the player fails to rate before the time expires. Feature updates wise, the environmental missions have been updated with new features and functionality. UI-wise, the various polish and updates to the VMA/PMA for better visuals and distinction have been done. They have lengthened the insurance timer on the Reclaimer to be appropriate to its size. They have lightened the interior lighting of the Razor. They've temporarily slaved front remote turrets of the Reclaimer to pilot and claw operator seats. They've disabled the rear remote turrets until the remote turret mechanic is complete. They've increased the overload damage of the distortion scatterguns to increase their impact on ship systems. Arena Commander stuff. So AI pilots should be less likely to run into boundaries in Arena Commander. They've increased the brightness of the Dying Star map. They're rebalancing ammo drops around increased ammo box counts. They've added new AI skill profiles, altered elite waves to increase difficulty, and altered pirate ship loadouts in Pirate Swarm. They've replaced a constellation on Wave 8 of Pirate Swarm with a Cutlass. Bug fixes, lots and lots of bug fixes here. AUEC should now be properly withdrawn after repairing Ackroyd Astro. Landing gear animations should now play properly for those not piloting the ship. They fixed missing cockpit geometry for the Vanguard. Missiles that expire should now have their HUD alerts vanish properly. Woo! That is a party fix right there. That is genuinely one of my favourite fixes they've done. That is great. I've been waiting for that for literally months. Fixes with the Nox landed states. They've removed the port mod on vehicles again. Targeted AI ships should retain their target bracket consistently. That's another really important fix. Missing person missions should no longer be abandoned immediately after accepting them. Moved the flight HUD on the Reclaimer down and scaled it up slightly. They've fixed friendly fire audio spam. They've upped the Reclaimer size to a class 6, so it can no longer be spawned at Levski. The door inner thoughts on the Argo series should no longer be backwards. UI glass shader update for the Starfarer has been completed. When selecting Outlaw or Marine factions, the other factions' equipment should no longer be visible in Star Marine. Weapon hardpoints should no longer be duplicated on the Vehicle Manager app menu. Various surfaces on Yella and Daymar should no longer be missing particle effects. The Mustang series should now properly show nose and wingtip quantum effects. Corpses should no longer be shown as enemies on the FPS radar. Cutlass crew in Pirate Swarm should no longer be designated as unknown on the kill messages. The Moby-Glass should now appear correctly when used from pilot or support seats in the Terrapin. Respawning in Arena Commander in the Terrapin should no longer play the pilot seat animation. One of the facial skin tones on the character customizer should no longer mismatch the body tone. The player should have an easier time when interacting with the bed of the Terrapin. The pilot and co-pilot seats of the Reliant should now have exit prompts. The player's view should no longer be looking away from the log out prompts in any ship with a bed. There should no longer be invisible collision components when switching landing states in the Reliant. Damage audio should now play with VFX in the Reclaimer engine room. Players should now be able to perform multiple services at once at CryAstro. Dragonfly shields should now encompass driver and passengers. The Reclaimer should now consistently have HUDs, MFDs, and support screens. The Reclaimer's elevators should no longer lose collision when passing outside of the ship. Players should no longer be able to self-destruct inside an armistice zone. Internal damage states should now properly trigger on ships. The Reclaimer should now properly have a quantum travel HUD. So there's been various crash fixes as well. There's been a fix for server bottleneck, which is very important. Performance tweaks have been made to fix frame drop at Levski as well, and they fixed various server crashes in general. And the IFCS fixes are still pending, and there's still an issue with the 40014 client crash, which means you have to, if you get that error, you have to wait 10 minutes and then relaunch. This patch is packed full of content from the last one, but there is a lot of tweaks that still need to be made, bugs that need to be fixed, and stability and performance issues that still need to be solved. Service beacons look like they're going to make it in now to the live build. Now, all of the ships are also in the PTU. There's a lot more fun to actually be had, a lot more gameplay to there, as well as the service beacons and all the other parts that are now in there. The Cyclone and Reclaimer really make this patch very fun for me. There is a load of issues to solve, but this PTU release has made me see that a live release next week is very obtainable. But tell me what you think down below. We should see additional waves go before the live build as well, so expect tomorrow or Monday or whatever, more and more of the PTU waves to go out, so more and more people being added before that live build on potentially Friday, I suppose, or the weekend. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. It is an Easter weekend, which is going to be interesting to see when they actually get that patch out. But yeah, as I said, tell me what you think if you've been following at home or if you're actually playing, and tell me what you think of the current build or the builds that you have played. Do you have any questions about Star Citizen or Squadron 42's development or gameplay mechanics or suggestions for videos? Chuck them in the comments below. Every month we also have a giveaway. For March, it's for the Outpost Building Pioneer, donated by our featured org, Forgotten Heralds, a PMC with a history grounded in UE military service. Their doctrine focuses on operational agility through custom in-game training and the friendly, active community that they have and play with now. You can check out their org page and Discord below. Being for a chance of winning that Pioneer, however, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and then comment on any of my Star Citizen videos made throughout the month. Every video gives you another chance to win. A special thank you to my Patreons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. If you're interested in becoming one of them, you can find the links to Patreon as well as everything else we discussed down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me. I'll see you in the verse.